In the book of Psalms, the 146th chapter, verse 3 through 6, King David is talking about putting your trust in God and not trusting in man. Putting your trust in God and not in man. We have a tendency to want to trust man and things over God. The Bible said, God said in the commandment, have no other God before me. My mama and my Aunt Goody used to always tell us, whatever you put before God, God will allow it to let you down. Whatever you put before God, God will allow it to let you down. We have a tendency of people to put things in front of God. We won't put people above God, whether it be our family member, siblings, our children, our spouses, our co-workers, our employers. We have a tendency to put things in front of God. So we have to be careful not to make that mistake. And as my mama and my Aunt Goody would say, whatever you put before God, he will allow it to let you down. Well, King David writes it and writes it like this right here in Psalm 146, verse 3 through 6. And King David said it like this right here. Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. His breath go forth, he returned to the earth. In that very day his thoughts are perished. Happy is he that had the God of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in the Lord his God, which made heaven and earth, the sea and all therein, is which keepeth trust forever. In other words, he keeps the trust in God that made the heaven and the earth. We have a tendency as people to put people above God and things above God. When God said in his word, have no other God before me. And when we put things in front of God and people in front of God, whether it be family members, whether it be siblings, whether it be children, whether it be spouses, whether it be employees and employers or whatever, jobs or whatever you put in front of God and above God, God will allow it to let you down. And King David is saying right here in Psalm 146, don't put your trust in these things because these things ain't going to keep you. And that's why a lot of people are so disappointed and so hurt when they are deceived. I've been down that road. Oh, I've been hurt because I trusted the wrong people. I loved the people that didn't love me. I gave and helped people that didn't care for me. In the same, when they got on their feet, they went the other way. When they came into lump sums of money, they went the other way. I have several friends that came into large settlement of money, and they would tell me about the money that they have gotten and that they were going to receive. And when they got the money, I thought, even though I helped them along the way for years, they didn't remember none of that when they got on their feet and got the lump sum of money. And it hurt my feelings. I didn't ask them for nothing, but I sat back and watched. These people, I gave them rides. I gave them money. I don't lend money. I give it to you. If I don't got it, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not going to lend it to you. I don't believe in lending. And I've given them money. I've done all kind of things. I made down payment for people on cars. I helped people pay their car notes. I did all kind of things. I paid people rent. I've done all that type of stuff. Not that I'm such a big man or anything like that. It's just that people have a tendency that love what they love and want to be around who they want to be around. And so you have to be careful trusting the wrong people. And when you trust the wrong people, you'll find yourself doing a lot for people that don't care nothing for you, that won't even lift one pinky for you if you got down and out. So we have to learn not to open our heart up to them and telling them all our heart. Have you ever opened up to a person and told them a lot of things that you wish you hadn't told them later on? Because you and that person no longer talk. You and that person no longer see eye to eye. You speak, you ain't got no hate for them, but y'all don't deal with each other no more. Because what happened, you trusted the wrong person. Whether you did them wrong or they did you wrong, y'all went south on each other. And we have a tendency to do that as people. So we have to be careful in whom we trust. Because when you trust the wrong people, it can turn around and bite you like a rattlesnake. God said, my ways are not your ways, nor my thoughts or your thoughts. They are far as the east is from the west. We have a tendency to like certain people that don't like us. We have a tendency to want to be around certain groups that don't want to be around us. We have a tendency to embrace and to love and to cherish certain people that don't love and cherish us. If you don't believe me, look back in your life. Look back over your life. I'm in my mid-60s. Look back over your life at the people that you have helped and the people that you have done the most for. And look and think about what they done for you. Think about how much they call you. Think about how often y'all talk now. Think about it. You know I ain't telling no lie. People are like that. And we have a tendency to, in dating, we fall for the wrong type of people. In dating, we want what we want. As men, we want the finest woman we can get. But it don't mean she gonna see us in the same aspect. Women do the same thing. They want the best looking man, the most finest man, the most financially stable man possible. Most women. But most time that man don't see them in the same aspect. And they find themselves chasing something that they could never have because their mind don't see things the way God sees things. See, God wants us to have what we need and not what we want. David said in the book of Psalms, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. In other words, not want for anything, not need anything, but you also don't have to want outside of your contentment. God will give you what you need. What you need ain't going to be always what you want. It's a lot of things that we want as people, but God won't give it to us because God said, have no other God before me. He don't want us to put nothing above him. And what we do as people, we have a tendency to put people and things over God. We have a tendency to fall in love with things more than God. That's why David said in the book of Psalms, don't put your trust in these things because life changes. People change. People come and people go. I'm in my mid-60s and I've seen it happen time and time again. When I trusted the wrong people, I put too much trust in the wrong people, and I did too much for the wrong people, only to be let down. So I came to a conclusion. If I'm going to be happy, I got to be happy in God. If I'm going to trust anybody, I'm going to trust God. I'm not going to trust people to a point wholeheartedly, to a point where if they do something stupid or say something stupid or act a certain way or stop talking to me, I'm going to be heartbroken and let down and disappointed. No, I don't put myself in that position no more. God is my everything. I talk to people. I love people. I help people. I do anything I can. But if they turn and go south on me and decide they don't want to talk to me no more, or they don't deal with me on that level, or they don't see me eye to eye like I see them, hey, I don't have no problem with that. You know why? Because my trust is in God, not in people. My trust is in God, not in man. My trust is in God, not in things. You know what I'm saying? I love my wife, but my trust is in God. My trust is not in her wholeheartedly because she could change tomorrow. She could pass away. She could change. My trust have to be in God. I remember when my mom was sick unto death, and the Lord spoke to me, and I had to preach while she was on her deathbed. And I could tell just as good, hear God saying just as good, do you love me for me, or do you love me for the things I give you? If I were to take your mama, will you still preach? Will you still serve me? Will you still serve me wholeheartedly? Or will you turn on me? Is you in this for the love of me? Or are you in it for what I give you and the things I do for you? And that's when I had to make a decision. I'm in it for the love of God with my whole heart, mind, and being. I'm not perfect. No, I'm not perfect. Not by far. But God is my everything. And that's when I realized that I must serve God for God. Not for the things, not for my family, not for my children or any of that, but for God and for the love of God. So I put my trust in God and not in man. So stop putting your trust in people so you won't get disappointed. I'm Elder Travis Newton. Until next time, remember it's the Lord that make it rich and add no sorrow. Check me out on YouTube and Instagram, Facebook, and check my pages out. And hopefully I can be a blessing to somebody. I don't ask for money, don't need your money, don't want your money. I'm a preacher that preach for the love of God because Proverbs 11:30 say, he that wins souls is wise. God bless you. I'm out of here.